right, here goes nothing. Day 56 on the Florida Trail, 25-mile bike ride through suburbs of Orlando. It's not supposed to rain. I'm hoping that's the case. Oh boy. Got construction right away, but this is pretty. Okay, this is more like it. I have a nice bike path now. Life is good. I was having the hardest time finding my way. I've been going back and forth, and here's my blazes. Honestly, such a puzzle. My blazes are in the most discreet places. Pretty cute. You really have to keep your eyes open. Yep, this is what I'm navigating. Pretty fun. This is crazy. I have to dismount. Aw. You gotta go all up here and across there and over there. Oh well. Different pace is good. I'm having actually a lot of fun today. I really couldn't see myself ever living in a city. Oh, you couldn't pay me enough. However, it's nice to visit. Well, this looks fun coming up. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Oh, neat. Going under a road. It's nice they have lights in here. This is lovely through here. Another overpass. Kind of fun. Crossed Seminole Trail in 2008. Oh, pretty bumpy. Oh, a little creek down there. I guess you're supposed to sit and watch it, but not today. It's another overpass. Kind of fun. This is neat in here. Ferns growing out of brick blocks. And there's water, stream. Oh, and a mini swamp. Oh, how fun. I'm getting all kinds of things today. I'm walking on this though. Wow. Big old lake. Beautiful. There's my trail sign. Yay. It's been kind of crazy getting here, but I'm still going. 25.6 miles to be exact, but much more for me because I overshot the runway a lot. So there was a lot of navigating that I had to do, but it was fun. I enjoyed it very much. But that's it for today because tomorrow I start hiking about 12 miles, so I'm gonna call it good for today. Shortly after my bike ride, it started to rain. So God held back the rain for me while I was on the bike. So grateful. And then yesterday I took the day off because the weather was so iffy that I just didn't want to risk it. So, had a fun shopping day. Went to REI and got some much needed stuff. And then this morning we went to church. And another church I can highly recommend is Forest Lake. Well, there's an academy there. Fabulous congregational singing. Wow, grateful for these boardwalks. Could be a lot of sloshing if they weren't here, especially after this rain we've had. Nice. I have to look down a lot to watch my steps, but this is very nice. Got guardrails on both sides. Yeah, pretty marshy area. They have two church services, and we went to the early morning one, which isn't really early, but it starts at 8:45. And yeah, their special music was so nice as well. Just my taste. I love sacred, beautiful music. So. I'm still walking on this boardwalk. It's a long one. Often in big churches, when you're a visitor, you just kind of melt into the congregation and nobody notices you. But the pastor even came and talked to us, and other people did too. So I'd say that's a pretty good church that can recognize when there's visitors there. So anyway, if you're in the Orlando area, I can highly recommend the Forest Lake Seventh-day Adventist Church. I'm sure they would love to see you there. Anyway, I guess I should tell you that it's now day 57 on the trail. It's in the afternoon. It's very cold. It's going to be in the 40s today. The high is in the 40s. So I'm wearing my gloves and warm clothing. And it's pretty blustery out, so I'm not sure how much talking I'll get done. But anyway, the sun is shining. No rain in the forecast now for a few days. This creek is actually smelly. Not a nice smell. Oh, we've got some cypress knees. Cool. Whoa. Another cute little Florida waterfall. Oh, and we stayed last night at such a nice place. The pastor of the church that we met a week ago, he was so good. He took us under his wings. Anyway, I texted him and asking about various churches around and where we might stay. And he called up his son, who lives in Orlando, and they let us plug into their place and stay there in a nice, secure, gated community. So I tell you, it really is beneficial to belong to a church. I would recommend it. Great support system, great networking. Very grateful. And of course, God is ultimate provider. But I just love the way he leads and guides, because I pray every day. I say, Lord, please guide where we stay tonight. Oh, and the previous night, we stayed at Wekiva Springs State Park. That was fabulous. The water is so warm there. I wish I'd had time to go swimming. I tell you, I gotta get this trail done so I can go back and explore places in depth. Anyway, another great park in Florida. The wind doesn't seem so bad in these woods, so I'm happy for that. I can talk at you now. So, even though God had given 3 signs to Moses that he would be with him to lead the people out of Egypt, like his rod turning into a snake, his leprous hand, and water turning into blood, Moses said, "Oh, my Lord, I am not eloquent. I am slow of speech and slow of tongue." What? We had learned previously that Moses was an Egyptian prince and mighty in words and deeds and a warrior. So his claims with difficulty in speaking seem unwarranted in view of God's promises to prosper his mission. Moses' elaborate speeches can be found throughout the Pentateuch. Then God said to him, "Who has made man's mouth? Or who makes the mute and deaf, or the blind to see? Is it not I, the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with your mouth, and will teach you what you shall say." But Moses said, "Oh Lord, please send someone else to do it." Then the Bible says, so the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. It's pretty cute. We have to remember that Moses is the author here. And so he knew God was exasperated with him. But let me tell you, divine anger has nothing in common with human irrational rage. By the way, I don't think I told you, I'm in the Little Big Econ State Forest, and this is the Econ River. Well, it ends up that Moses' brother Aaron will be his cohort and spokesman, and he was actually on his way to Moses, and God knew it. Oh, another beautiful bridge. You can tell it's the weekend. This is a pretty popular trail, and of course it's near Orlando, so I'm meeting a lot of people. Anyway, they're very nice. Oh, this is a nice big tree and a swampy swamp. Fun. Pretty narrow bridge. It's funny. Anyway, appreciate it. Well, this is very reminiscent of the Sewanee, hey? Got your sandbars and a lovely river. And a nice bench. Well, anyway, we need to cut Moses some slack here because he has been away from the Egyptian language for 40 years. So he may have forgotten some of the words or most of the words, whereas his brother Aaron has lived there his whole life. So he would be fluent in the language. So the way it was going to work is that God would tell Moses, and then Moses would tell Aaron, and Aaron would tell the Israelites and Pharaoh. Okay, trail closed, bridge is out, detour. I actually know about this, but I got insider information. Actually, I just passed a couple that said the trail is passable, so I am going to do it. If they did it, I can do it too, and I'm excited that I don't have to take a detour. And the other cool thing is that I probably won't meet hardly any people on the trail now like I have been. So that's another bonus. And we'll see what the conditions are really like. So Moses and Aaron met on the mountain of God and they kissed each other. And then Moses told Aaron all that God had said and the signs that he had shown him. Okay, so here's the situation. There's a steep bank and then this make-do bridge. And it's just a little stream anyways. So, this is nothing compared to what I've been through. And then another steep bank to climb. All right, so that's what it looks like. But you can make it. I did. The divine command given to Moses found him to be self-distrustful, slow of speech, and timid. He was overwhelmed with a sense of his incapacity to be a mouthpiece for God to Israel. This is so cool. I'm so glad I went this way. I found out that the full proper name of this river is the Ekon-Lockhatchee River. Oh, that's a pretty picture. Oh yeah, this one's a bit sketchy. Whoa. I wonder if people have been crossing that instead. Oh dear. I guess I will I can see why this trail is closed actually. Okay, this is a nice ridge. That last one was sketchy. This one is great. That's a beautiful bridge. Wow. And I get to cross it. The other end of the trail out, I probably would advise not doing it because that one bridge was a bit too rickety. But like I've said, there was worse on the trail before getting here. Florida Trail has some very sketchy bridges. The Outback. What a fabulous camping spot. Wow. That would be amazing. Oh, wow. This is an old bridge, I guess. Way up there. This looks amazing. Swamp coming up. I was wrong about not seeing anybody on that closed trail. I guess I should have gone the detour. Probably would have seen less people. But that was gorgeous along the river, I must say. I'm glad I risked it. Now somewhat of a road walk, I guess you would call it. Once Moses did accept the call to work for God, he entered upon it with his whole heart, putting all his trust in God. God blessed his obedience, and he became eloquent, hopeful, self-possessed, and well-fitted for the greatest work ever given to man. This is an example of what God does to strengthen the character of those who trust him fully and give themselves unreservedly to his commands. I heard this crashing in the woods, and I looked and saw this black thing. And then I realized it's only a cow. Oh, that's good. Look at all these ferns in here. Beautiful. Also, the fact that a man feels his weakness is at least some evidence that he realizes the magnitude of the work appointed him, and that he will rely upon God as his counselor and source of strength. So we can't be too hard on Moses for being insecure. Maybe it was a sense of humbleness, especially when talking with Almighty God, who is in a burning bush in front of you. Moses' meekness turned him into a great leader. Now let's see what God has in store for you. Palm tree covered in ferns. That's pretty cool. Okay, what is this in front of me? I really did not want to get my feet mucky today. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh man. Okay, there's no avoiding it. I have to get my feet wet and muck. Okay. Oh yeah, that is deep and cold, considering it's only in the 40s today. Nice and refreshing. Well, Well, it looks pretty from this side, but it's not. Not even gonna use the bridge. Oh, fine, I will. For the little bit. Oh boy. Back into some mucky muck. Not too concerned since my feet are already wet. I'll try and avoid it as much as possible. Yeah, it's pretty much a stream in the path. Oh dear. This is what you gotta do if you want to come on the Florida Trail. Oh yeah, thanks. Give us a boardwalk up there. Oh well, I'll take anything I can get. All right, high and dry. Very grateful for these boardwalks, actually. We got a bridge. Somehow I just like boardwalks. To show you boardwalks. Well, that's kind of interesting. Well, it was a good afternoon. I did 10 miles, so not bad. The last 4 miles were wet spots, but not horrible. I've had worse. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.